Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and we are back once again. It is yet, believe it or not, summer has come to an end. The summer movie season is over, so we are now going to be doing the last few months of the year, the September movie preview, which, guys, it's been a year since this segment was resurrected. I know, it's crazy, and a lot's changed in terms of movies and shit since then. In terms of the month, we'll get into that in a little bit, but before we do that, I do have two guests with me today. One of them is just, he's always here. He's always here when I need someone, and I appreciate him for that, but I'm sure you guys are sick of him. They know who you are at this point. FilmFan0599.
Hello, everyone. And this is not directed
What's
towards
up?
any of you. And this is not directed towards any of you. It's only directed towards one man only. And his name is Kevin Falk. Anyways, how y'all doing today?
You're not flipping yourself off? You're not like, fuck you,
I would do that, and I would do this then. See, I'm flipping myself off. Anyways,
it looks like you're just picking your nose, but all right. Let's not do that on my live stream.
Anyways, no, but
we're gonna drive people away.
I mean, that's always my mission in life. Now, anyways, how y'all doing? It's FilmFan0599 here again. We're back on the movie preview. Well, when was the last time I was on this?
Fucking June.
May or June,
no,
whatever
June.
that. June. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, it's been a while. I'm here again. We're back at it again, bitches, and I'm here to talk about some movies.
Yes. So he is with me today, but also with me today is someone very special. She's been on our regular podcast, A Conversation with Kelly, but she's never been on this segment before. So here's Aly.
Hi.
Hi. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
I'm stuck in the third wheel for this.
Thank you for having me.
No, of course. Yeah, I mean, she's expressed interest on coming on to this segment before, and, you know, she's a big movie fan herself. So I figured I might as well finally give her a chance to be on here. So we're just going to get started. I'll just say right off the bat, this is not a great looking month for movies, like really at all. I think because October is such a stacked month, I think that September became a lot less interesting because of that. And so because of that, we just have a lot of like films that not necessarily look terrible. Well, some of them do. We'll get into that when we get to them. But the majority of them just look kind of fine. And I guess we'll just like dive right into it. So this first one we're going to be talking about, it comes on September 2nd, which is, of course, Thursday. And it's a Netflix movie, and it's called Afterlife of the Party.
What is happening?
I'm there. Your temporary guardian angel. Yeah, you died.
I died in the bathroom? Did that go viral?
You have unfinished business back on Earth.
You get a second chance to make things right with a select list of people.
You have 5 days to complete this list.
5 days? What if I can't?
Well, then, you know, it's...
Oh,
Yeah.
You want the above? Trust me.
Okay, so this is what I'll say about this one. You know, there's a lot of different type of Netflix movies out there. There's some that are like awards contenders and they're really great. And then there's some that look like absolute shit. Then there's some that are just smack dab in the middle. And that's exactly where I would put Afterlife of the Party. I don't think this looks absolutely horrible, but it's a premise that we've seen like 1,000 times before. Oh my God, she died. She has a second chance of life to like make amends. And if she doesn't make those amends, then she's gonna permanently die. Oh my God, we've never seen that before. It just looks really derivative in that way. It doesn't really seem like there's much this is doing to really make it stand out as like something of its own, something special. Victoria Justice is a good actress, I guess, but like I feel like she's mainly just done stuff like this where it's like really middle of the road films that nobody's really seen. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot to say about this one. I think it looks really just kind of fine, and there's far worse films on this list, but yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'll probably watch it, but we'll see.
I mean, you know, I'm next, right? Okay.
Yes.
But yeah. I mean, yeah, it kind of. I'm pretty much gonna echo what Kevin said. It just kind of looks like we've seen this premise done numerous times amongst numerous various of things. Like, so like, oh, they've they got a second chance at life and shit like that. And it doesn't seem like it's gonna do anything new. Who knows? Maybe it will. But from what the looks of the trailer, it really just doesn't seem like they're going to do much else new with this premise. I don't know if I'll ever watch it. I don't know. Maybe who knows? Never count me out with things. But I don't know. It just doesn't look that great, to be honest. It doesn't look bad, but it just kind of looks mediocre. That's really all I've got to say about it.
But will he watch this before In the Heights? That's the real question. I am going to get on his ass for this until he watches it.
Okay,
but,
when
anyway.
it comes back onto HBO Max, I will watch it, you ass, all right?
Okay.
You still haven't watched Daredevil Season 3 yet, and I watched The Leftovers.
That's true, I do have to do that. I never did watch that. But,
all right.
Let's get to someone that I know said they had a lot of thoughts on it. What do you want to say?
It kind of echoes what you guys had to say. It basically, we've seen this premise happen before, but when I first watched the trailer, I kept on, like, I watched it yesterday. I basically was just thinking it looks something like The Good Place, Russian Doll, all the other movies that have an afterlife. But it does look really fun. I'll probably watch it, and it's cool seeing Victoria Justice make a comeback, and hopefully she does well. But
that's what you want to call it.
It basically just looks really like it's kind of just like one of those movies that are just there. Like, I'll watch it, but it's just,
yeah, but if you are looking forward to Afterlife of the Party, it does come out on September 2nd. I guess look forward to it. But now we got another movie, and it's definitely a smaller one, right? Right, Film Fan? It's not anything.
No,
is all that big. It's definitely not the biggest movie of the month or anything, but
definitely. Definitely, yeah. This is definitely the smallest release that's coming out this month, most definitely.
Oh yeah.
And that is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
You are a product of all who came before you. The legacy of your family. You are your mother. And whether you like it or not, you are also your father.
I told my men they wouldn't be able to kill you if they tried. Glad I was right.
Yeah, this movie looks fucking awesome. I can't even lie. Like, yeah, this looks really cool. I mean, like, this is one I've actually been kind of really looking forward to ever since it was really announced, to be honest. Obviously this was supposed to come out in February, but then, all the shit went down in the world and stuff like that. But it's finally coming out, and I'm really excited about it because,
nothing happened. Nothing happened.
I wish nothing happened, but yeah, this looks really great. Honestly, like this is one of the only movies I'm like actually genuinely looking forward to this month. It looks really great. The action sequences look really cool from the trailers. Honestly, like I'm really excited to see how these action sequences are going to go down in the movie. It looks really cool. Honestly, I'm really excited about this. Honestly, it has so much potential to it, and I hope it's one of Marvel's best yet.
Yeah, I am definitely really excited for this one. Now, admittedly, I don't know a ton about the Shang-Chi character, but that definitely really does interest me because it's not nearly as as well known as like some of the other Marvel movies we've seen. So I feel like this film could really be something special in that way. But also just, the cast here in general, Awkwafina, Tony Leon, Benedict Wong, Michelle Yeoh, like I think it's a really strong cast for sure. Actually getting to see the real Mandarin this time around and seeing him like fuck some shit up. I'm excited to see like what he ends up doing here. I think the directing is going to be really strong here for sure from Destin Daniel Cree. And this is getting really amazing early reviews already. So, like, I really do think this film could end up being something really special. I think it's really cool that Marvel is diving a bit more into its representation. I think that's something that they've been overdue with for a while. And I think this film is really going to represent like Asian American actors very well. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. And also just the hand-to-hand combat of it all. I think that's going to be really refreshing because it seems like this film is utilizing that a lot more than just, you know, a bunch of goofy CGI looking shit. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I'm definitely really excited for this one. And I hope it very much lives up to the hype because, you know, this film, people have talked about this. It really does suck, but this film is really going to determine what happens to the rest of the fall movie season. If this film is not as big of a success as they want it to be, I don't know what's going to happen to the rest of the fall, you know, the rest of the Marvel movies for this year. So I really do hope this film is a big success. I hope it gets that audience that it deserves because it really does look like something special. And for sure looks like one of the only like generally really good looking movies of this month.
As a huge Marvel fan myself, I'm really excited to see this one as well. Maybe I'll finally continue my Marvel rewatch before I see it. Who knows?
Yeah, you're so behind on that.
I know. But yeah, I don't really know a lot about this character, but I am excited to see what happens and to see the concept. And it just looks really like riveting and looks amazing. And it just honestly, this one is just one of the movies I'm most excited for.
Yeah, definitely. But if you guys are looking forward to Shang-Chi, not Shang-Chi, film fan, it's Shang-Chi. It does come out on
I'm too used
September
to
3rd.
Mortal Kombat. Leave me be.
No, it's fine. Everyone was doing that until the lead actor said, yeah, it's pronounced Shang-Chi. It does come out on September 3rd. So definitely look forward to it then. Now, switching gears a bit, we go from a film that's coming to theaters to a movie that was supposed to come to theaters, and God help me, I don't know why, but thankfully I'm not the one introducing it. My lovely other better half here is going to be introducing this one.
Someone had to take the fall.
I'm so honored to be introducing Cinderella.
To make sure your nuptials are done properly, we shall hold a ball. You shall find a bride.
Somebody to love.
Cinderella, you don't need to go to the ball.
Please, stepmother, I spent weeks making this dress. My future depends on it.
Yes! I am your fabulous godmother. Do you want to go to that ball and meet a bunch of rich people who will change your life?
Yes, I was just crying and singing about it like 2 minutes ago.
Then go, you shall!
Oh, look at that. This is different.
Okay, Dad. You said you wanted to be a businesswoman. It's magic time.
Holy.
Where's my tail? I can't balance without my tail!
Yeah. Well, I'll start with the cast is pretty good. Besides, like, I just want to know why they always have James Corden in every single musical.
It's true.
And then Pierce Brosnan will be, yeah, that'll be interesting. That's
one way to put it.
I love Idina Menzel and Billy Porter. Camila, I have low expectations for in this. This movie is going to be a roller coaster. I have really low expectations with this one. But hopefully it proves me wrong.
Yeah, where the fuck do I even begin with this one? So this movie was originally supposed to come to theaters, and it's really weird to me that it was, because looking at it, it looks like a fucking Disney Channel movie. I don't know what the fuck this was. Why does this look so cheap? That's the one thing I will say right off the bat. Like, why does a movie like this have the budget of like a fucking Disney Channel movie? Two, why is everyone singing like contemporary music? I don't really understand that either. I think any film that like is pretty much you know, I think any film that is like a jukebox musical that's like this, usually a red flag. And then the fact that Pierce Brosnan is there too, it just gives me really bad flashbacks to like fucking Mamma Mia. I swear to God, if he sings in this, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But then to top it all off, I mean, there's so many things that are just so confusing to me about this movie. I know you love her, but Camila Cabello looks extremely miscast here. I know that she is an artist. I know that she has a career with that, but it's what I say about a lot of artists. It's like, if you're good with something, you stick to it. Some people are just not meant to do both. And just from the looks of this trailer, she is not meant to do both. I do not see her in this role at all. I don't really know what they were thinking casting her in this. It feels more just like a vanity project for like her career to really take off, but I feel like she's already like kind of taken off as a artist and things like that. Look, Idina Menzel being there, I always get excited when she's in a musical, and Billy Porter I think is probably going to be really good here too. But like everyone else, I mean, the guy who's playing Prince Charming looks really bland. Minnie Driver seems like she's really bored. And then what the fuck is James Corden doing in this? Like seriously, why is he in another musical? I just don't really understand it. I was fine with him being in Into the Woods. You know, I thought he did a good job in that, but like this and the Prom and other stuff he's in, I just don't understand what the appeal is. I don't understand why they feel the need to place him in every single musical. And then other things they're doing, like having the stepsisters not be ugly anymore. They just want them to look like normal people. Like, I just think is a really stupid idea because it just feels like they don't understand Cinderella as a property. They don't really understand like how this story is supposed to work. And just why are we doing another Cinderella film? Like we've had like 50 adaptations of it. I don't really see what this one is doing that's all that different, aside from just having these horrible like modern day covers of like fucking Somebody to Love and other shit like that. Why are they singing Rhythm of the Night at like one point? I just don't understand. Or Rhythm Nation, why are they singing that? I just don't understand what anyone was thinking with this. The only real thing that could potentially save this movie is the director. This is from the director of Blockers, and the only thing I'm going to say is that oh, yeah, Kate Cannon. And Blockers had really horrible marketing. It did. Blockers had really horrible marketing. I was not excited for that film at all. So maybe this will miraculously turn out that way. And somehow, you know, this will be like a Blockers where it actually turns out to be good. But I have very low expectations for this one. And yeah, I agree with Henry. I mean, the marketing campaign has been an absolute travesty. When the way to sell your movie, you think the way to do that is to do a fucking flash mob in the middle of the street. Yeah, I mean, that pretty much sums it up right there.
Yeah, the timing of us making this. The timing of this.
I know.
Honestly,
yeah,
it's my dream. It's literally it's my dream to like go to LA just to see a flash mob of the Cinderella cast.
Oh yeah, that's everybody's dream for sure. After getting, you know, you get off a long day of work and you're trying to get home, and then there's just this fucking annoying ass like cast in the middle of the street. And I will end off my thoughts by saying this: there's a lot of musicals that are coming out this year. I think it's wonderful that we are getting a lot, but there's some that we just don't really need. This was one of them. This was very much one of them. Like, I just don't see why we need this at all. I don't understand what this is really supposed to be. Just absolutely no. I am dreading this so much. Amazon, what are you doing? I've said this all year long. Like, there's so many films that they have been acquiring that I just don't understand why they've picked up. And this is like, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel at this point. I am absolutely dreading the fuck out of this one. Oh my God, James Corden produced it too. Wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. So excited.
Wonderful.
So excited for this. Go ahead, Film Fan.
About 3 hours later, we finally get to me. Now, no, I'm kidding. But anyways, but no, yeah, this is like, there's like 3 movies that like I'm not like I'm generally dreading, and this is one of them. Like, this looks like, okay, for one, why do we need another Cinderella story? Like we barely just like, I'm not saying we just had one, but like Disney literally did their live action remake like barely like 6 years ago. So like, why do we need another one? Like why do we need another one? And let me just say the casting for the most part it is really fucking terrible. Like could you, are you getting everyone that just cannot sing? Like, is that the goal with this? Like the only one of this cast like that generally I don't know, like I can't. This looks terrible. Like whose idea was this to put this in theaters at first? Like whose idea was it? This generally like I think Disney Channel movie isn't even the word for it, Kevin, honestly. Like I can't. Like, who thought this was a good idea? Jesus, man, I can't. Like, this looks really bad. Like, oh my god. Like, I can't even explain. I know I'm just echoing what these two have said so far about it, but why does James Corden need to be in every musical? Just why? Yeah. Why? God.
Is he like contractually obligated?
I think that was in his contract when he started in Hollywood. That was in his contract. Yeah. But no, like I just now look, like Kevin said, maybe this could be a blocker situation where like the barking was like terrible and the movie ended up being good. So who knows what will happen with this? You know, maybe this movie pulls the biggest 180 we've ever seen in our entire lives, but. I mean, I don't know, man. It just doesn't. It looks pretty bad. It really does. I'm not looking forward to this.
They honestly could have ended the Cinderella story with like the Lucy Hale one.
Yeah, but if you are looking forward to Cinderella, if there's anyone that's looking forward to it, it does come out on September 3rd on Amazon Prime. Not looking forward to it very much at all, but we'll see how it does end up turning out. But the next movie we're going to be talking about, it's a Netflix movie, but it's definitely more in the camp of like ones that I think could actually be good. It is one that I actually... I do have like some hope for. I think once I can upload it, we'll show the trailer in a little bit.
You didn't upload the trailer for this?
It's uploading as we speak. I got carried away talking about how much I was not looking forward to Cinderella. So
this is going great.
Okay,
folks.
Here it is. It's called Worth.
The victims and their families will be compensated based on economic value lost. That's where the formula comes in. 80%.
Any fewer come aboard, the lawsuits that result could crater the economy.
Whites are an equal payment for everybody. My daughter's worth just as much as anybody in a corner office.
My wife died that day, and everything about this formula offends me. Sorry to hear that.
But we can't bend the rules for every case.
Why not? Congress gives you broad discretion. But when 7,000 citizens ask you not to be treated like some numbers on a spreadsheet, you act like that law came down from Sinai.
All right. So, Worth, like I said, there are a few Netflix movies out there, and this is one that I think is in the camp of, I actually do think this looks pretty good. I think there's a lot that could be really good about this one. I mean, just the cast alone, Michael Keaton, Stanley Tucci, Amy Ryan, Laura Benatti in there, really strong cast. Michael Keaton especially seems like he's going to give a very strong performance, as he usually does. But then the premise itself is one that I think is very interesting, where it's like this lawyer who was helping a bunch of victims within 9/11, but he was doing it in kind of a cynical way. So I'm excited to see how that really does turn out. I think this film could be very emotional. I think it could be a very effective one. And overall, I definitely do think it has quite a bit of potential. So yeah, I'm overall looking forward to this one.
Yeah, this actually doesn't look too bad. It actually looks pretty good. I can't lie. I didn't really know much, as with most of these movies on this list. I really didn't know much about going into it. But from watching the trailer, I actually thought this looked pretty interesting. I know you were talking about Michael Keaton, but for me, I think Stanley Tucci is going to be the one that really Stanley Tucci. But like, I honestly, while watching the trailer, I'm like, he's really gonna bring something to this movie. Like, I was already like really impressed with what I saw of him in the trailer. So I'm excited to, you know, if I do end up watching the movie, I'm excited to see what the rest of his performance has to bring. So yeah, this actually looks pretty interesting. You know, it does look pretty good. Maybe I might check it out when it does come out on Netflix. You know, so yeah, it actually looks pretty good. So that's really all I got to say about it.
I didn't really know about this movie that much until I watched the trailer yesterday, but it looks pretty good. Like they said, I'm excited to see it. The cast is stacked, but yeah, I don't really have a lot of thoughts on this one, but it does look good, so I'm excited.
All right, so Worth, if you guys are looking forward to it, it does come out on September 3rd, hoping this one can turn out really well. And now, once again, we're switching gears entirely with this next movie that I'm sure Film Fan here is just, he is elated to get to talk about this next movie. I think that this is one that we're all very, very excited for, right? You're on the edge of your seat. You really want to get to talk about this one.
I don't even know why. I'm not even like dreading this. I just don't know why we're talking about it. But anyways, and that is the J-Team.
Once it finishes uploading, I'll show
Are you
the trailer.
fucking kidding?
Hey, Jojo! Looks like you got here by unicorn. I did. 5, 6, 7, 8.
She was the ultimate team player.
Friends forever!
Until her team
I'd like you to meet your new dance instructor.
made other plans.
Cheer up, this is gonna be fun. As long as you follow my rules. No high tops, no ponytails. I can do hard things and absolutely
no bones.
Look. Like I said, I'm not like absolutely dreading this or anything like that. Like, you know, but why are we talking about this? Like, I don't get it. I really just don't get why we're talking about this. But anyways, on to the movie itself. I mean, it looks fine. It looks fun for like children and families and stuff like that. You know, like I'm probably not gonna watch it. Yeah, but you know, it'll probably be fun for families and and kids and stuff like that. So you know, but I don't know. I really don't have that much to say about it. It just that's what it kind of looks like to me. You know, just one of those movies you would see on like a Nickelodeon original movie that you would watch as like a kid. You know, waiting for it to premiere and shit. You know, so but. That's really all I got to say about it. Just my biggest question is why was it on the list in the first place? I don't get it. You know, so but Kevin, go ahead.
Look, the only reason that we're talking about this is because it is a Paramount Plus movie and it is going onto a streaming service rather than just a Nickelodeon film. But that being said, once again, I just don't understand Paramount Plus in terms of their original movies, because you got shit like fucking Infinite on there, and then this is also on there, and they're both like Paramount Plus original movies. I just don't really understand it, but yeah, this looks fine, I guess. It's cool that JoJo Siwa, you know, is definitely, you know, starting to become a bit more mainstream in that way. You know, she's starting to acquire a few more projects. I wish she'd do more serious work, because I do think she definitely does have it in her. I've never been the biggest fan of her until recently. I think she's definitely like, you know, grown a lot, and I don't think this looks like anything terrible, but it just looks like a generic like family film. Like, oh, she's got like a dance team, and then her dance coach retires and new one comes in, and there's all these harsh rules, and then she's kicked out and they have to try to find what made them work again. It seems very generic and cliche, and yeah, there's not much to say about it. Oh God, no. Oh no. Okay, that makes me look forward to it a lot less. It's from the director of a film I haven't seen, but it looked like shit, Queen Bees. This doesn't look as bad as that. But yeah, it looks pretty cheesy and generic. And yeah, Aly, go ahead. I don't know much to say.
Okay. The first time I heard of this was from the trailer, actually. It literally looks like something that could be on Disney Channel or Nickelodeon, just like one of those cheesy, silly movies for kids or preteens. It looks fine, I guess, and good for her for getting more recognition and everything. But like, this just looks like just a kids movie, and it's just kind of like, why on Paramount Plus? Why is it just not on Nickelodeon? On Disney?
That's what I don't understand. Like, why?
Yeah, that's
it
what
like
it looks. It just looks like a Nickelodeon like original movie. I don't understand why it's like maybe to reach it, like I don't know, maybe to get more content on the I don't fucking know.
Yeah, but it's just I don't know. I might watch this, maybe I might not. Yeah. Who knows? But it's definitely something I'm not really looking forward to.
Yeah, same. But yeah, if you guys are looking forward to the J-Team, it does come out on September 3rd. I guess look forward to it. That's everything coming out on September 3rd. Shang-Chi, Cinderella, Worth, and the J-Team. Now we head into the week of September 10th, where we're going to start off with the next movie that Aly's going to introduce.
This next one is called Malignant, which I never really heard of until now, but I'm excited to.
He says his name is Gabriel. I think he's someone from my past.
Happy birthday.
Whatever happened to you before you joined our family hurt you in a way that I can't even imagine.
Stop saying that.
Maddie, who are you talking to?
Gabriel.
Is he your imaginary?
He's the devil.
This movie looks very creepy and scary. I'll probably watch it. It looks pretty good, I guess. Hopefully. I don't have a ton of thoughts on this one because I didn't really know much about it going into it. So, but yeah, it looks fine. Just hopefully it proves me right.
Yeah, I've been interested in this one for quite a bit now, just because of the fact that, like, it's James Wan basically going back to his roots. It's been a while since he has directed a horror movie again. Like, most of the ones that he's done recently, he's only produced. So this is really him going back to his roots, and it looks like it definitely feels a lot more like what he used to do. It's much more smaller than his other stuff, but I'm definitely very excited to see how this one does turn out. I really like the premise of it, where it's like this girl's having like what she thinks are all of these visions, but it turns out that they're actually real. There's more going on there. So I'm very excited to see how this one really does turn out. I think it has a lot of potential behind it. I think it does have a generally creepy vibe to it. And yeah, I'm just really excited to get to see James Wan do another original horror film again, and not just like a sequel to one of his long-running franchises that he's not really a part of anymore. So I really hope this one does end up delivering. And yeah, that's really all I need to say. I'm just really looking forward to this one.
This is another one of the movies that I'm like genuinely really looking forward to. You should have seen me when when you were playing the trailer. I'm like, man, the goat's back, baby, he's back. This looks.
Oh God,
really...
okay, no, scratch that. Not looking forward to this anymore.
But anyways, but yeah, this looks really great. I'm like super excited about this. James Wan's like one of my absolute like favorite horror directors like ever. Damn. So like the fact that he's going back to this, like it's been 5 years. The last time I believe he directed a horror film was The Conjuring 2. So like it's been a while. Yeah. So it's been a while. So I'm excited to see him go back go back to his roots and go back to, you know, what made his career in the first place. I'm really excited because this looks really, really terrifying, and I'm really excited about this. This looks really good. This is probably my second most anticipated of the month. Oddly enough, the two movies I'm looking forward to the most come out the same week. But I'm really excited about this. This looks really great, honestly. So yeah, I really hope this delivers on all fronts because it's giving me a lot of hope.
Yeah, definitely. Also, you have a fan, film fan. There you go.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love as always.
So yeah, totally not just our friend clowning around. But anyway, if you guys are looking forward to Malignant, it does come out on September 10th. Definitely look forward to it. Now, the next movie we're talking about was one that I was very excited for, and then, well, we'll just get into it. It's called The Card Counter.
All in.
You count cards, right?
I'm not that smart.
But you win. You need someone to stake you.
That's what you do. You run a stable.
I'm always looking for a good thoroughbred.
Having been sentenced to 10 years in prison, I learned to count cards. How'd you do that? Poker's all about waiting.
Check, raise, re-raise, call.
Then something happens.
You remember him? This is where all the good stuff happens.
Okay, so The Card Counter, this is what I'll say about it. Before watching this trailer, this was easily my most anticipated of the entire month. Paul Schrader, you know, say what you want about him as a person, because he's a really weird fucking individual. But as a director, I mean, he has been so consistent, whether it's, you know, like the classic stuff he's written, like Taxi Driver or Raging Bull, or most recently, like other films he's directed, like First Reformed. He has always been a director that very much does deliver in that way. But when it comes, so that definitely had me very excited, you know, looking at the cast and things like that. Oscar Isaac, Tiffany Haddish, Ty Sheridan, and William Dafoe, respectively. I got really excited, you know, just because those four were in it. Those are all very talented actors. But watching the trailer, I gotta say, I'm not really that excited for this anymore. I think this looks incredibly generic, and it just kind of looks like something that we've seen before, where it's like this guy was in the military, and now all of a sudden, you know, now all of a sudden he's like a gambler and he's haunted by like his past decisions. I like the idea that like the flashbacks are all going to be in black and white, but overall, I'm just not really that excited for this one. It doesn't really look all that great to me. Like I said, I was really excited for it, but the trailer it didn't do it for me. I wasn't into the story and things like that. It just looks really just kind of like fine to me. And I hope it's just a bad trailer, because the trailer just makes it look really bland. But overall, yeah, I can't get excited for this one, unfortunately.
Oh, you're out of your goddamn mind. You are out of your goddamn mind. Bro, this is by far the movie I'm looking forward to the most this month. I watched the trailer. I'm like, this looks fucking awesome. I cannot wait for this. This looks really great. Like, this has the potential to have, no pun intended, but have all the chips in. You know, like, it looks really fucking great. I'm really excited about this. No, what? Like at first, I was wondering why this looks so familiar to me at first, and then I saw Paul Schrader's name come up. I'm like, right. Oh, right, this is his next movie. So I was, and then, you know, I'm watching the trailer. I'm like, dude, I'm really excited about this, because if anybody doesn't know, First Reformed was like one of my absolute favorite movies of 2018. I love that movie. I love that movie a lot. So I was excited for whatever was going to be his next project. And, you know, watching this trailer, that this has all the potential to be something great, in my opinion. Like, Oscar Isaac seems like he is going to absolutely fucking kill it in this movie. He looks perfectly cast in this. He just, and also I'm really excited to see how Tiffany Haddish is going to tackle this role. I'm really excited about that. You know, Willem Dafoe, I'm always excited to see my boy and everything. You know, so why am I hearing feedback?
Oh, because I was looking at comments on Facebook.
Of course, it's every time I'm talking, right? It's every time I'm talking. Anyways, but no. Yeah, I'm super excited about this. This looks great. This is like I said, this is by far probably the movie I'm looking forward to the most this month. This trailer got my hype even more up there for me. So yeah, I'm really excited about this.
This movie looks all right. It's kind of like a hit or miss for me. It could be good, it could be kind of boring, but the acting looks good, and like the storyline kind of looks good, but it kind of gives me vibes of Molly's Game, which I really loved. So hopefully it can be as good as that one. But other than that, that's really my only thought.
Yeah, so the card counter, if you're looking forward to it, it does come out on September 10th. We'll see how it turns out. One of us is really excited for it. The others just think it looks okay. We'll see how it actually does end up turning out. Now, this next movie we're going to be talking about, though, it's another one that I didn't really even know was coming out. I haven't seen a lot of promotion for it, but it is a major release that's coming out in September, and Film Fan, I'm sure, is very excited to get to introduce this one.
I actually am. Unironically, I actually am. So, and that is Queen Pins.
Total's $138.55.
Is it?
It's like 1,000 coupons. Your trophy.
Yo, yo, yo! It's time to save with JoJo. Is it hot in here, or is it just me?
It's you.
Mom!
We have a mountain of death.
Is this the best we're ever gonna do? How come I'm so broke? The system has set us up to fail.
You know who gets rewarded? People who don't follow the rules. It's time we start bending them a little.
Where did you get these?
I was actually taken by surprise with this. I can't lie. This does have my interest. I can't lie. Like, seeing how they were able, especially the fact that this is based on the true story. Like that's what kind of gets my interest even more with this. The fact that that these two people were actually able to do this with coupons intrigues me a lot, honestly. And it surprisingly looks pretty funny too. So yeah, I'm actually kind of interested in this, honestly. I'm kind of, the trailer did really take me by surprise, honestly. It actually does look pretty funny. The story looks actually pretty intriguing. So yeah, honestly, I'm actually kind of looking forward to this, honestly. I really wasn't expecting much from this, because I did see the poster for this yesterday, oddly enough. I kind of was like, I kind of already got the vibe of where I knew where this was going. But honestly, I can't lie that the trailer actually did surprise me a lot, and it does actually look pretty interesting. So yeah.
You ready for a shocker? I actually was surprised by this trailer too. I actually don't think that this looks that bad. I was kind of expecting for this to be just like a stupid looking comedy, but it actually does look kind of funny. I especially like the rivalry between these two women, and then Vince Vaughn and Paul Walter Hauser. They seem like
yes,
a lot of fun as well. When he goes up to him and he's asking about the mail, and he's like, "I'm not a mailman. I carry a gun." Like that line really got me. I thought that was really good.
A sketch artist.
That was funny too. I think this actually does have quite a bit of potential. You got a really good cast here. I didn't know that Bebe Rexha was acting, but she honestly doesn't look that bad. And then Kristen Bell and Kirby Howell-Baptiste, they seem like they're going to be a fun duo as well. So yeah, I mean, this honestly looks a lot better than I would have expected it to. I thought this was, like I said, just going to be like a dumb looking comedy, but it actually looks generally funny. And again, you brought this up, like the fact this is actually based on a true story, like I'm kind of intrigued to see where it's really going to end up going. So yeah, I mean, I'm generally excited for this one. I'm honestly surprised, because I thought this was going to be shit, but I actually was pretty surprised by the trailer. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
This one, ever since I saw the trailer for the first time yesterday, I was actually really excited to see this one. And I adore Kristen Bell, so I'm excited to see her character, and yeah, Bebe Rexha and like everyone else. But yeah, I didn't know it was actually based on a true story. But it looks like a really fun one, and it looks like it's just gonna be just like one of those, just what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, just one of those fun movies that it's for the fall that I don't know. It just looks like a really fun comedy.
Yeah, if you're looking forward to Queen Pins, though, it does come out on September 10th. Definitely look forward to this one. Now, this next one we're going to be talking about is it's another movie, and I'm not going to lie, I don't really remember this one that we're discussing, but Aly is going to introduce it.
This one is Language Lessons.
I'm your Spanish teacher.
So I have to speak Spanish for one day.
Well, I actually bought the 100 lesson package.
Will, did you buy me 100 Spanish lessons?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you wanted to learn Spanish, dummy.
Oh.
Buenos días, Adam.
Yo no sé tu nombre.
Oh, todo el mundo me dice cariño. Como in Dirty Dancing, how everybody just calls baby baby.
Ah.
I never heard of this movie until I watched the trailer, but I can definitely tell it was made during quarantine. And it looks kind of simple and basic, but it does look wholesome. But it's just kind of there for me. I don't really know if it's going to be good or bad. I might watch it. I'll see if it proves to be good or bad. But it looks cute. But it's just very simple.
Yeah, I mean, here's my thing with this one is that I think that, there's nothing that looks bad about it. Like Natalie Morales and Mark Duplass, they seem like they're going to work pretty well together. I like the dynamic between them, but to me, this seems like a movie that feels more like it would work as like a short film than like a full film. Like the premise is literally just this guy is learning Spanish because his roommate signed him up for it, and then he starts to like her. Like, that's really all this is. It seems like it doesn't really seem like it's going to do much else or like really dive into anything else. So yeah, I can't really get all that excited for this one. It looks fine, I guess, but we'll see how it really does turn out. I think the fact that it was made during quarantine, it's like, this is the kind of movie that you would make during quarantine when you don't really know what else to come up with. And yeah, I think that about sums it up. It looks whatever, I guess. Go ahead, Film Fan.
I'm kind of in the same boat with Aly, where it's like, yeah, it looks kind of cute and wholesome, but like that's really kind of where it ends for me. Yeah. It looks fine. It definitely, kind of looks like one of those kind of somewhat, just like getting to know the person, then they ended up falling for each other kind of movie. Definitely doesn't look bad, but I don't know if I necessarily am gonna go rush out to watch it or whatever. But yeah, it looks fine. Yeah.
All right, so if you guys are looking forward to Language Lessons, it does come out on September 10th. Definitely look forward to this one. But the next one we're going to be talking about, it is another Netflix movie, and it's a movie I feel like we've talked about already because it looks like a movie we literally just talked about a few months ago. It's called Kate.
Who poisoned me?
I only followed us.
Whose orders? How do I get to him?
He doesn't surface ever.
Somebody knows.
Hey, let go of me!
What's wrong with you?
I need to find the people that did this to me.
I won't make it an hour without you. I can help you get them.
They're gonna know I was here.
Who?
Everyone.
So I gotta say, John Wick 4 is looking really weird. I don't really know what's going on here. Like, Keanu Reeves is not around, and they've completely replaced him with Mary Elizabeth Winstead. No. Honestly, like, I feel like we get these like every other month. It's like, oh, we're getting another John Wick type film where it's like you got this woman and she's going on like some violent rampage to go against this like assassin or whatever to like rescue this girl. And this just doesn't look any different than that. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, you know, great actress. I like her in pretty much anything that she's in. Woody Harrelson, you know, it's cool to see him here. But like other than that, yeah, I don't really have much anticipation for this one. I think it looks really whatever. I don't think it just looks like another very middle of the road Netflix movie. And it looks very similar to a movie we just talked about in the July movie preview, Gunpowder Milkshake, which was very much like this. It was like a very, except I will say Gunpowder Milkshake was way more stylized than this. This is just very like grayscale and boring. The action sequences don't really look that great. So yeah, I'm not excited for this really at all. It looks fine.
Do not disrespect Mary Elizabeth Winstead like that, you fuckface. I will punch you square in the
you
face.
wanted to stomp
Jackson, I will both punch you in the throat. Anyways, but no. I
don't deny it. I don't deny it.
I'm somewhat in the same boat in a way. Like, I think it could be fun, but like the trailer's not really doing much for me. I don't know. It just kind of, it just kind of looks like just another one of those like John Wick ripoff type movies where like, you're right, we do kind of get this like every fucking like 3 months. It feels like we get like one of those like action movies. But you're welcome, Henry. But anyways, but yeah. I don't know. It looks fine. It could be fun. I'm definitely not denying that, but the trailer isn't doing much for me. And I gotta agree with you. The fucking style with this looks just not good. Like it looks very grainy to me.
Yeah.
Also the CGI when the fucking car flips. Good God, it looks terrible.
Oh God, yeah.
But it doesn't look bad. It could be fun, but the trailer ain't really doing much for me.
Yeah.
I mean, the cast looks good and like the acting looks good, but it does, just like what they said, it does look pretty like simple and like the story's been done before with like other movies. So this one I'm not excited for, but I might watch it. It might prove me wrong. But yeah, it just looks fine, I guess.
All right, so Kate, if you're looking forward to it, it does come out on September 10th. We'll see how it turns out, but not really feeling much towards it. But this next one we're going to be talking about, it is a Amazon film that's not Cinderella, so maybe it actually doesn't look too bad. Film Fan's going to introduce this one.
I think it's supposed to be The Voyagers. Is that how it is?
No,
Voyagers?
The Voyeurs.
Voyeurs, thank you. Voyeurs, The Voyeurs.
Not that movie with Ty Sheridan.
Hey.
Can we talk about our future?
Okay.
Can we be rebellious before we have kids?
Hell yes. To making wonderful, terrible decisions.
You can see right in.
Check out those two. What is he, like a photographer? Oh, they're in love.
I don't think we should spy on our neighbors.
Right. Oh, they're
Just because someone is allowing you to look in on their lives doesn't mean it's okay to watch.
How do we become their friends?
You want to become BFFs with the neighbors we now seem to be stalking.
I mean, we just never done that before.
I mean, we really got shit out of luck with this month, didn't we? But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look good. I mean, I don't think it looks like terrible or anything, but like it really does not pique my interest at all, man. Like I can't lie, it just doesn't. Like the premise, we've seen this premise too so many fucking times. Like people are like spying through a window and whatever, seeing suspicious of their neighbors and shit. We've seen this premise done so many times before, and I mean, I don't know if there's ever been done with like a couple or some shit like that before, but we've definitely can tell like where maybe this premise will go and shit. Who knows? Maybe it might do some things that are different we haven't seen before. You know, I'm definitely not ruling that out, but it doesn't look that interesting. The acting also does not look very good in this. Holy shit. But yeah, I'm not really looking forward to this. It just looks just fine.
I will say I do like the idea of this movie where it's like, you know, they're watching a couple have sex and then they start to realize that there's more going on and like they want to become friends with the couple and things like that. And I will agree with Henry. Anytime Sydney Sweeney is in something, I'm very much on board because she's usually really good. Justice Smith is doing something different. I don't know what this voice is that he's doing in the trailer. It's very different than how he usually sounds. But I'm not like dreading this or anything, but it's yet another Amazon film where I'm just like, what is the point of this? Like, is this going to go anywhere interesting? Is this going to be anything different than what I think it's going to be? Because a lot of the time, especially this year, when it comes to films that Amazon Studios have done that have gone onto Prime, they just have not really done it for me. And yeah, I don't know about this one. I think it piqued my interest a bit, but not enough to where I say I'm generally looking forward to it. I'm not dreading it or anything, but it's another one where it's like, eh.
Yeah, this movie looks really cheesy and the acting looks pretty forced. I'm not really looking forward to it, but maybe I'll watch it. But it just looks really like basic and doesn't really have much of a storyline, just one of those simple ones that have been used all the time in other movies. So it just looks really for me.
All right, so if you are looking forward to The Voyeurs, it does come out on September 10th. Definitely, if you guys are looking forward to it, check it out then. That's everything coming out on September 10th. Now we're going to get into the weekend of September 17th, where there's not a lot coming out, once again, that I'm looking forward to. Starting off with this first one, which is probably the biggest of the ones that we're talking about that Aly's going to introduce.
This movie is Cry Macho.
You used to be strong, macho.
I used to be a lot of things, but I'm not now. Now, I'll tell you something. This macho thing is overrated. Just people trying to be macho, show that they've got grit. That's about all they end up with. It's like anything else in life. You think you got all the answers. I'm Mike.
Marta.
And you...
Oh.
I was about to say, we're back on the air.
I totally forgot I was the one who introduced that.
Yeah, you are.
This one looks like it could either be really good or really boring. Just from the trailer. Yeah. I don't have a lot of thoughts on this. It looks alright. The acting looks fine. Clint Eastwood is a good actor. But it's just kind of there for me.
All right. Look, I have one thing to say really about this movie, and you know I'm going this film fan. Clint Eastwood's really fucking old, and it really is showing in this trailer. Yeah. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, you watch The Mule, and like it's like, okay, he's older, but it's still convincing. Here, I just can't take this seriously. Like, I'm sorry, but like he's just at a point where this kind of film, it's just not really working for him, I think, anymore. Also, the premise is just very generic, where it's like you got this guy and he is sort of like he's kind of like seen better days, and he's reflecting on his life, and he has to go like kidnap some like Mexican son, and he starts to develop like a close bond with him. We literally just saw this movie with Liam Neeson like back in January. Like there's nothing really all that different here. And the only other thing I will say is that I was looking into the background. Apparently Arnold Schwarzenegger was actually supposed to play this character, and I'm not gonna lie, I see him fitting this role a lot better than Eastwood. Isn't
that odd? That's odd. I see him fitting that role a lot more.
Yeah, he definitely fits this more. I don't know if there's like de-aging or something like that going on, but that one shot in the trailer when he's at that bar, like it just looks so bad. Like I don't know what's going on with like the makeup or whatever, but I just can't take it seriously. Like every time I see it, I just start laughing. I also think it looks like just the music, it looks emotionally manipulative as fuck. I can't get excited for this one. I think it looks really, really dumb.
Yeah, yeah, Clint Eastwood's getting really fucking old, man. Like, I can't, it's
how old is he now?
But I mean, look, it doesn't look bad.
Like in his 90s.
I think he is actually. I think he's in like his 90s. Yeah. I think, but like, I don't know. It just, I don't know, man. It just kind of just looks all right, I guess. I mean, it's exactly how I would put it, Kevin. It looks very emotionally manipulative. It just what the fuck happened to Kevin? Anyways, but yeah, it doesn't look very good. I don't know. Maybe it could be. I don't know, but it just I don't know. I don't know where the hell Kevin went, but I will stall while we wait for Kevin.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I was being called to dinner, and I was telling them that I was doing a video, so I just had to, quickly go ahead and do that. But if you are looking forward to Cry Macho, it does come out on September 17th. We will definitely see how this one does end up turning out. Now we get into another film that I didn't know was coming out. There's all these movies in September that I've seen zero promotion for, and this is yet another one, and that is Cop Shop.
So why were you looking to get locked up, Theodore?
Everyone's trying to kill me. They nearly killed us. What'd you do? I did what I had to do to get to you, Teddy. The legendary Bob Vidic. You're a psychopath. I'm a professional. You pissed off the wrong people. I'm gonna kill you.
Drop that gun. No one kills anyone in here.
So this one, like I said, I didn't know what the hell it was, and then I watched the trailer. It looks a bit more fun than I was expecting, and I will definitely say that. It's just the premise itself is yet another one that I've seen 1,000 times before, where you got this con artist and he's like hiding out from like these hitmen, and they kind of have like a showdown of sorts, and we'll see how that really does go. I will say that, as expected, I mean, Frank Grillo looks really good here, as does Toby Huss. Gerard Butler, you guys know, is very 50-50 for me, but I do think he fits very well like in these roles. So I think he's probably going to do a good job. And the one thing that does have me excited is Joe Carnahan directing. He is a very good director of action. We know in, films like the A-Team and things like that, that he has really proven how good of a director he is when it comes to action. So he's definitely the thing that has me excited here. But other than that, it looks okay. Not really much else to say.
Yeah, I was watching the trailer. I was like, because when I saw the thumbnail, I saw Gerard Butler. I was like, of course, we have to have the Gerard Butler movie in the year, right? But then when I was watching the trailer, I'm like, yeah, wow, this actually looks kind of fun. I can't lie. And then I saw who's directing it. I was like, oh, that explains a lot. I am a pretty big fan of Joe Carnahan. I think he knows how to make like really fun action movies. So, and I hope this is another one of them, because this actually does look a lot of fun. Honestly, it does look like a pretty fun, enjoyable action film. Honestly, we definitely have seen stuff like this before, like Kevin said. With like con artists trying to escape the hitman and shit. But I can't lie. This actually does look pretty fun. It does look like a fun action movie, and maybe I'll check it out whenever it comes on a streaming service or something. So yeah.
I never heard of this one until I saw the trailer, but it does look like your generic cop film, but it does look really fun, and I'm actually excited to see this one. I don't have a ton to say about it, but it looks pretty good, and I just can't wait to see what happens with it. And yeah, it looks really good.
All right, so Cop Shop, if you guys are looking forward to it, it does come out on September 17th. We will see how it does turn out. Now, we finally get to one that I actually do give a shit about, that Film Fan here is going to be introducing.
All right, and that is everyone's talking about Jamie.
Pretty. I got something to show you. You gotta swear not to tell anyone.
Tell anyone what?
I want to be a drag queen.
Oh my days.
You belong in the spotlight.
So, why do you want to be a drag queen?
Because it's all I ever dream of. And when I close my eyes, it's all I can see.
You just found yourself a mentor.
Yeah, yes, please.
This actually looks pretty good. Actually, surprisingly, Leo, I actually think this looks pretty good. Honestly, I really, the trailer was short, nice and sweet. Got to the point of what it was. So, and honestly, I'm actually kind of intrigued with this now. It actually does look pretty good. Honestly, I don't have too much to say about it, but it does actually look pretty good. So I'm really looking forward to it. Honestly, so yeah.
Yeah, I've been excited for this one for quite a bit now. Like I said, I mean, we're just having like an amazing year when it comes to musicals. There's so many coming out, and if it's not Cinderella, most likely I'm looking forward to it, and this is definitely one of them. I don't know a ton about this musical. Like, I haven't really heard about it prior to this film, but I really do like the premise a lot, where you got this guy and this kid wants to be a drag queen. That's like his real career, and he wants to do everything he can to become that way, and he's not really sure how people are going to look at him, but he wants to try to like overcome adversity and things like that. I think it just looks like a really positive and very like wholesome film. I'm very excited to see how this turns out. I think it looks very inspiring in that way. All of the acting looks really strong here. I think Max Harwood is going to give a really good breakthrough performance. And yeah, I mean, I really like the music. I like the look and feel of everything. This just seems like the kind of musical that you should turn into a movie. It's a lesser known one, and I think it's going to make it a little bit more accessible to wider audiences. And, any opportunity to do that, I'm all for. And I think this is absolutely the kind of film to do that with. So I'm really excited to see how this one really does turn out. Like I said, don't know a ton about the musical itself, but both of the trailers have gotten me really hyped, and I'm just excited that it's finally coming out. There's a lot of stuff that Amazon Prime is acquiring. I'm like, why the fuck are you, why are you showing this? But this is one where I'm like, yeah, this one I'm actually very excited for. Also, shout out to Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
This film was actually one of them I'm most excited to see. I've been looking forward to it for months now, and just it looks all around really good. I don't know too much about the musical, but it looks really great, and I love musicals, so most of the time I'll enjoy it. The acting looks great, and the casting looks great, and it just looks wholesome, and it looks wonderful.
All right, so if you are looking forward to everybody's talking about Jamie, it does come out on September 17th. Shout out to Burger King. Hoping it turns out really good. But the next movie we're going to be talking about, it's another one that I actually do have quite a bit to say about, and Aly here is going to introduce this one.
This is The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
When it finishes fucking uploading.
It's all part of our mission to help people. Anyone who's hurting or they feel like they've been left out, God has a plan for us.
What did he tell you to do this time?
Jesus keeps a taking me higher and higher. Jim will preach and I'll sing.
God does not want us to be poor.
Waterfall of pleasure.
Now God has a voice in this fight.
Who's he fighting?
Liberal agenda, homosexual agenda.
Faith isn't political.
You can't talk to him like that. Jerry Falwell's a powerful man, Tammy Faye.
She's a firecracker, Jim.
This one actually looks pretty good. I never really another one I didn't really hear much about until I watched the trailer, but I love Jessica Chastain. Sorry. But yeah, it looks like a fun one, and it's like 50s vibe, which is really cool. And I don't have a ton to say about it, but it looks good, and I can't wait to see what it's about.
Yeah, this one I'm really excited for. I've seen this trailer a bunch of times now. A lot of the times when I go to see like an indie film, this one usually ends up playing. And I think it looks really interesting. Like, I don't know a ton about Tammy Faye, but it seems like she was a very controversial individual with like her sort of ideas and the way that clashed with like, you know, the more progressive ideals of the world. I'm excited to see how that really does turn out. And then Jim Baker as well, her association with him, someone that did end up contracting AIDS. You know, I'm excited to see how they really do dive into that. I think it could end up being a very fascinating experience. And I mean, Jessica Chastain, completely unrecognizable in this film. Like, she seems like she's really going to transform into this role. I think she overall is going to do a really strong job here. Andrew Garfield as well. I'm very excited to see what he ends up doing. And, you know, from there also like Vincent D'Onofrio and Cherry Jones. It just, you got a really good cast here for sure. And then Michael Showalter directing this. I think this is like the perfect film for him to take on, because like, yeah, it's definitely more dramatic than what he usually does, but it also seems like it's a very like quirky and weird film as well. And so I'm excited to see what he really does end up doing. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this one. I think it has a lot of potential, and I think in a month where there's not a lot of things I'm looking forward to, this is one of the few where I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely excited for this one.
I think this looks all right. You know, it doesn't really intrigue me all that much. I will say this: I did not fucking recognize that was Jessica Chastain at first. Yeah, I didn't until they showed her name. I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, this looks all right. Maybe it could be really good. But it didn't really do much for me, the trailer. So yeah, but I'll be back. Won't be too long.
All right, so The Eyes of Tammy Faye, if you're looking forward to it, it does come out on, I keep saying October. It's fucking September. September 17th. Definitely looking forward to this one. Now, the next one we're going to be talking about, it's more of a smaller one. I don't think a lot of people know about it, but it's called Blue Bayou.
Where are you from? I'm from about an hour north of Baton Rouge.
One by one, we build an empire.
Where are you from? Like, born? I was born in Korea.
Where devils roam.
I got this baby on the way, and I'm just looking for another job.
Kathy? Hey, where you going? Where you going, baby? Hey, isn't that your kid?
Let's go.
Hey, did I say you can leave? Stop! I'm gonna tell you one last time. Okay, that's it. Put your own couch.
Let him go!
So this one, I think, looks really powerful. It kind of came out of nowhere for me. I didn't really know what it was, but, you know, since seeing the trailer, I'm very much looking forward to this one, you know, focusing on this guy who he is Korean. Nobody really seems to take him seriously. He's dealt with a lot of just racial, you know, prejudice and things like that, and all of this just like disgusting stuff. And, you know, but he also is like very devoted to his family, and he's trying to like make the best life for them. But unfortunately, all this other stuff keeps getting in the way of it. And it seems like it could be a really emotional film if done well. Justin Shawn seems like he's going to give a really strong performance here. I'm very excited to see what he ends up doing. And then Alicia Vikander, I mean, she's always great in pretty much anything that she's in. So I'm definitely looking forward to this one. I think it looks really powerful. I don't have a lot more to say than that. Emery Cohen as well. I mean, he seems like he's going to be the kind of villain that you really do just absolutely hate. And it seems like he's going to do a really good job of playing that role of this guy that is just so hateful towards our main characters. So yeah, I mean, I don't know a ton more about this one than that. I know it was getting, I believe, some buzz at I think it was, I don't remember what film festival it was at, but it was at one recently, and it was getting some buzz there. So yeah, I'm definitely I'm definitely very intrigued by this one, and I hope it turns out to be really good. I guess you can give your thoughts while we wait for Film Fan to come back.
Okay. This one I just watched the trailer recently, but it looks really good. It looks, like you said, it looks emotional, and like the acting looks great, and just the storyline seems very like touching and riveting. So I'm really excited to see this one. It looks really great, and like I hope it proves me right. But so far I have high expectations for it.
And now we wait for Double Nine to get back. So what's up with you?
Oh, you know, chilling.
Same. I'm just you know, waiting on some fuckhead to get back. I guess while we wait, I'll just upload the rest of the things.
People said hi, or somebody said hi to us.
Oh, hi. It's good to see you.
Hi.
Yes, I did see The Green Knight. I haven't reviewed it yet, but it's coming very soon. I did really love that one though a lot. Let's see.
I have not seen that one yet.
I actually liked American Sniper quite a bit. I don't think it's like an amazing film or anything. Like I don't like it as much as I used to, but like it's good. I don't think it's like one of the worst Oscar nominated movies. That's more like, say, something like Driving Miss Daisy, and you know, or even The Blind Side. I would definitely put in that category. So yeah, I don't think it's like one of the worst to ever be nominated. Bohemian Rhapsody as well, I'd put in that category. Yeah. I'm just scrolling through questions. I have not seen that one yet. I will be seeing it soon though, and I've heard nothing but awful things. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't have high expectations for that one.
No.
Are you excited to see Roadhouse Romance?
No, but you're gonna make me watch it, so.
Will not make you. And oh yeah, excited. Hopefully, Ariana gets a 2-time win in the Dancing with the Stars thing.
Yes, I definitely know what you're talking about right now.
In the meantime, any other questions?
Yeah, anything else, just send them our way. That would be.
It's just kind of a little Q&A in the meantime.
I guess, yeah. I mean, might as well. I'm going to be for real with you, Alex. I have no idea what that is, but cool.
Me neither.
Emma Stone. I hope it's good.
I love Emma Stone.
Looking this up. Sugma. What is this?
Oh, you have another question.
Yeah. Fucking Human Centipede 2, easily. Like, it's not even up for debate. Like, that film literally was so just gross and like horrible that I literally didn't talk for like an hour. Like, that's how bad it was. It literally rendered me speechless.
we have a new one.
Yeah, I gotta finish iCarly, but I like it so far. I do like it. We gotta finish it though.
Yeah, we have to finish it, but it's been good so far.
Yeah, definitely like what you should do with like you know, like a revival of a show. I have. It's pretty bad. And now we wait. I'm trying to look up this Emma Stone movie. I don't know which one. He was talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I think. By any chance, were you talking about the Yorgos Lanthimos one that she's doing? Because if so, yeah, I'm very excited for that. But I don't know if that's what you were referring to, because I can't find anything about I can't find anything about this movie like anywhere, so I don't know, like, yeah. I watched A Little Dog with a Blog back in the day. Wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. Not gonna lie, I've definitely seen worse. I think if you can get past the fucking dog talking, it's not terrible television, but it wasn't like very good either. This is a movie preview, Jackson. You've been on quite a few of these before. We are waiting for known as what you call them triples to get back here. That's what we're waiting for right now. So I don't know where he is, but we're waiting for his opinion on the movie Blue Bayou. Yes, you have been on these before. You've been on quite a few of these. In fact, I have evidence that you've been on these. I know, it's very shocking. Now, you might not remember it, but you were. I forced him to join. I did. I'm going to get my dinner.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm back. Anyways, what movie are we on?
Blue Bayou.
Yeah, that movie looks fine. the trailer really didn't do much for me, but it just was kind of fine, I guess. I don't know. Just really didn't do much for me. That's really all I got to say about it.
Yeah.
Also, we're all back, Jackson, so go fuck yourself. But yeah, if you guys are looking forward to Blue Bayou, it does come out on September 17th. Definitely interested in this one. Now, the next one we're going to be introducing is a very interesting movie that Film Fan here is going to introduce.
Oh, I gotta pull up the list again. Okay, there we go. And that is The Killing of Kenneth Chamberlain. I mean, the trailer was really kind of short. I don't really know I don't really have any thoughts really, because the trailer just kind of gave me nothing. It just gave me of the information of what happened and stuff like that. But I don't know. The trailer literally gave me nothing. I really don't know if I'm excited or not excited. I generally don't know what to feel because I literally got nothing out of this trailer. So I really don't have anything to say.
For me, here's the thing. Yeah, it didn't show a lot, but I actually like the fact that it didn't show all that much. It's very similar to, do you remember that movie Ben is Back that came out with Lucas Hedges and I don't remember her name, but yeah, it came out a couple of years ago and they didn't show much in that trailer either. It was just him returning and we didn't really, and you could tell that there was something off. That's kind of what I liked about this trailer is that it showed very little of what's actually going on here. It showed what we needed to know, that there's a guy and the police have gone into his house and he's calling for help. And I thought this trailer was very unnerving. I think the movie itself could also be really good. I don't know a lot about the Kenneth Chamberlain and this whole incident, but I'm very interested in getting into it. I think it could be a really powerful film. So yeah, I'm definitely intrigued by this one for sure.
Yeah, this one looks pretty intriguing. I didn't really know much about it prior, but it looks good. It looks decent. Hopefully it's a good movie. But just from the trailer, it definitely looks like something I would be interested in watching. So yeah, I'm just excited.
All right. So if you guys are looking forward to The Killing of Kenneth Chamberlain, it does come out on September 17th. Now, the next movie we're going to be talking about, it's an interesting category. You'll know why once you know what the movie is, but Aly's going to be introducing it.
This one is Prisoners of the Ghostland.
Each arm is equipped with an explosive device. Your trousers are also equipped with explosives.
Really?
Just beyond the point where we now stand lies a highway where evil reigns.
What is this?
At the end of 5 days, if you have not returned with Bernice, well, I think you get the idea, son. Godspeed.
I mean, this is another one I didn't really know too much about, but it looks decent. I mean, it could be either a hit or miss. It could be good. It could be kind of boring. I don't have too much to say about it, but it looks okay.
All right, so I'm going to make it really quick. You guys know, if you've seen my Sundance video where I reviewed a bunch of movies, I've already seen this movie. It's really weird. It's really different. Nicolas Cage gives a batshit performance. And yeah, I definitely recommend this one, and I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did, because it's pretty fucking out there, and I really enjoyed it a lot. But Film Fan, go ahead.
This looks like a movie up my fucking wheelhouse. I'm so excited about this. This looks batshit insane. I'm really excited about it. You know, this looks very cool. I'm really this is another one of those movies I'm generally really looking forward to this month. You know, so I hope this is a fun ride. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, honestly. It looks like a pretty fun movie.
And what's good about it is that the trailer showed only the first 20 minutes of the movie. So there's a lot you don't know. But yeah, if you're looking forward to Prisoners of the Ghostland, does come out on September 17th. Finally, very excited for more people to watch it. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I really did. Now, this next one we're talking about, it's yet another Amazon film. It's a foreign film. It's called The Mad Woman's Ball.
Où sommes-nous? Je ne reconnais pas le... Oh non, pas ça. Pas la salpêtrière. Pas la salpêtrière. Non, pas ça. Pas ça. Non! Je n'ai rien à faire ici. Maman! Maman! Ça, ce n'est pas toi qui le décide. C'est ton père, enfin. C'était ton père. Maintenant, c'est le docteur Charcot, c'est comme ça.
All right, so I don't have much to say about this one at all, other than it's yet another foreign film that had a trailer that I don't think marketed the movie very well and didn't really leave much of an impression on me. I like Melaine Laurent a lot. I think she is a fantastic actress. I think that the other actor seems like she's going to do a good job. But other than that, I don't fucking remember this trailer. So, Film Fan, go ahead.
I mean, it was a mess of a trailer. I had no idea what the fuck was going on. And that's all I have to really say about the movie, too.
Yeah, this, I don't have a ton to say either. The acting looks fine, but other than that, it looks messy. And I might watch it. We'll see. But yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it.
Also, Jackson wanted to say something, you Film Fan.
Of course it is. You know what, bitch.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of me, I'm introducing the next movie. So
yes, you are. But I'm gonna. If you're looking forward to The Mad Woman's Ball, it comes out September 17th. Now you can introduce the next movie.
No one gives a shit, Kevin. Anyways,
I just have to reiterate that in case people, didn't hear it before.
Okay, well, anyways, I'm here to introduce the Nowhere Inn. Play the trailer.
Give me a second.
Play the trailer.
It's still uploading.
Play the trailer.
Let's start at the beginning. It was supposed to be a music documentary, concert footage, interviews, I wanted people to know who I really am. So I asked my best friend to direct it. We're gonna film everything. Just be yourself. I love you!
I was hoping to get a little after show footage.
Y'all just did. Double word score.
Damn it.
Read them and weep.
I think this looks really great. This is another one of those movies I'm generally looking forward to this month, to be honest. I had no idea that this was even being made at first. I had no idea this was even in existence. But I'm not too familiar with St. Vincent's music. I definitely want to. A lot of my friends really enjoy her and stuff like that. But this actually looks really great. It's really interesting. It's a mockumentary mixed in with the concert film. It's really interesting how this movie is being presented as, honestly. And it looks really great, honestly. I'm really looking forward to it. It's coming on Amazon Prime Video, right?
I think, yeah.
Okay, but if that is the case, I'm definitely going to watch it probably once it goes on there, because this actually looks pretty great, and I'm really looking forward to it a lot, so...
Yeah, this film really looks like something special. I don't know a lot about St. Vincent as an artist, other than the fact that I know a lot of people are a fan of her music, and I'm hoping that this movie can do a good job of maybe making me a bit more of a fan, but also just the concept in general. I mean, the idea almost threw me off. Like, I almost thought this was a legitimate documentary, but it's not. It's very much more of a mockumentary, like you said, where she's trying to make this like failed documentary, and she reaches out to like a friend of hers to like direct the project, and things get really fucking weird from there. And this really just kind of looks like it's in a class of its own. I don't really know how this is really going to turn out, and I'm very excited to see how this movie plays out. I think there's a lot of different avenues that it can go. Dakota Johnson's involved with it too, which I don't think we saw her much in the trailer, but I'm excited to see what her role really is in this movie. So yeah, I think this looks really different. It's much more experimental than I think most sort of like concert or like documentaries you see about like musical artists. So I'm excited to see how this turns out for sure. I think it looks like something really special. So I'm very excited for this one.
Yeah, this one
Also,
really
Jackson, it is not a lie. I did not know anything about St. Vincent as an artist.
This one looks really unique. I never heard of it until I saw the trailer, but it looks pretty good. I can't wait to see it. And yeah, like it'll be interesting to see Dakota Johnson in this, because most of the time I see her in like basic films like 50 Shades or something else that is just like fun stuff too.
Oh, you gotta watch Bad Times at the El Royale and Suspiria. She's amazing in both of those.
Yeah, I'll watch those. But yeah, I'm excited to see her in this role, and this film looks pretty good. It like the acting looks good, and the concept is very interesting, so it should be cool.
All right, so if you guys are looking forward to The Nowhere Inn, it does come out on September 17th. Very, very interested in this one. That's everything coming on September 17th. Now, we get into a very interesting movie, one that I have been looking forward to for a long time now, that Aly here is going to introduce.
This is Dear Evan Hansen.
I mean, you really gonna tell these people that the only thing they have left of their son was a letter that you wrote to yourself?
So, you and Connor, tell us something, please.
Right. I started talking and you couldn't stop. They didn't want me to stop.
I'm putting together a memorial service. If you wanted to do something.
Connor showed me that I wasn't alone. Nobody is. So, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay.
I didn't know that you were hurting.
'Cause when you don't feel strong enough.
This one I've been like looking forward to for so long, and I'm super excited for it. It's one of them I'm most excited for. And it looks like a very heart-wrenching film. And like obviously I love musicals and Broadway plays, so I'm so excited for it, and the acting looks great and the cast is wonderful, and love Ben Platt, love Caitlin Dever, love Amy Adams, and it just looks all around great, and I have really high expectations for this one.
Yeah, I am so excited for this one. I've been a huge fan of the Dear Evan Hansen musical for a while. The past recording is one that I constantly find myself going back to. So many just amazing musical numbers that come from that. And when they first said that they were going to make a movie out of this, I got really excited. I thought that there was a lot of potential behind it, and just the cast that they put together here, it's kind of perfect casting, I feel like, for everyone, whether it's Caitlin Dever as Zoe. I mean, I don't really think you could have picked anyone better for that role. And then the fact they got both Julianne Moore and Amy Adams for this one, that also gets me really excited. I think both of them are really good picks. Amanda Stenberg being in here as well. Always excited to see her. And just in general, I think this has a lot of potential behind it. The one thing that really, I do have a little bit of hesitation with the fact that they have cut out some of the songs from the original show. There are a couple songs here that they've unfortunately omitted. They're some of my favorites. I hope that it's not one of those things where I miss them, where you can tell that, where you can tell that, they're going to, they're they feel out of place. They feel like they should be there. I hope that whatever they end up replacing it with, it's something where I don't really miss what was already there. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm also excited to see the new changes that they made, because they said that they're going to dive a bit deeper into the repercussions of what Evan really ends up doing. So I'm excited to see how that really does turn out. Having Ben Platt as well, I think, is a wonderful choice. He really originated the role, made this role his own. He's the reason why this is such a phenomenon in that way. So I think it definitely makes sense to bring him back. Steven Chbosky directing it, I think, is a great choice too. Director of Perks of Being a Wallflower, which I do think Dear Evan Hansen has a lot in common with. So I think it's a really good choice to get him on board. And then Stephen Levinson, writing it. I think there's so much potential for this movie. I think there is so much that is riding on this one, and I really hope it turns out to be something great. I know a lot of people are very unsure how this is going to work out, if this is really going to work out as a musical, but I have a lot of faith in it. I think it's going to turn out to be something really good. At least I hope so. And for me, it's definitely my most anticipated of the month, solely because of the fact that I've been very, very hyped for this one for a long time, and I really hope it doesn't let me down. I know what you're gonna say.
Oh God. Now look. I'm very happy that these two are looking forward to it. I'm very happy that a lot of people are looking forward to it. Look. To be honest with you, I kind of didn't want to do this movie preview at first because of this, because I really didn't want to be that person. But I know Kevin would be appreciative of the fact of me being honest and shit. So, but man, I gotta be honest, this is my least anticipated movie of the entire fucking month. I think this looks like absolute shit. This looks awful. I gotta be honest. I really do not think this looks good. I'm watching this trailer. I'm like, this just looks painfully awful. Like from the musical numbers to just how the way that the story is being handled, and it looks very emotionally manipulated for me. I really am not looking forward to this. The Ben Platt does really just he can definitely sing, and I'm not taking that away from him and stuff like that. I know he was the original person and stuff like that, but they really should have gotten somebody that was younger and shit. I don't know. It's not fit. It's not working with me so far. It's not clicking with me. This just looks awful to me. I'm not looking forward to this at all, to be honest. Who knows? Maybe it could be good. I'm not ruling that out or anything, but it just looks really, really bad to me. So yeah, that's where I'm just gonna leave it at for now. That's what I'm just gonna leave it at.
I had a feeling this was one of the ones you were talking about when you said you were dreading. You were dreading a few of them, but yeah. I mean, if you're looking forward to Dear Evan Hansen, it does come out on September 24th. I really hope this does turn out to be something special. But damn, Film Fan, least anticipated of the month. Damn, especially with another one we're talking about a little bit later. I did not think you would hate it that much. But anyway, let's get to the next one that we're going to be discussing. It's another Netflix film, but it's another one that I actually didn't know was coming out until a couple days before we did this. I had the list all put together, and then all of a sudden I realized this movie was a thing, and I decided to put it on the list because it's a very special film, I think. It's one that I think definitely a lot of people are going to be discussing. The reason I'm stalling is because I forgot to edit the trailer, so I'm doing that really quick while we wait for this to upload. It's another Netflix film that I'm very much looking forward to. I hope this finishes soon because I don't really have much else to say. I'm eating food.
We're here to talk about your project. Stay away from me.
It's called The Starling.
How are you sleeping?
Terrific.
Are you eating okay?
Yes, I don't know if they give Michelin stars to mental health facilities, but if they did...
How's he doing, really? It's gonna take some time. He's been through a lot. And what about you? Oh, I'm fine.
People have been noticing you're acting sort of funny. You're distracted.
There's a guy I used to work with. Someone you could talk to.
What's your pet's name?
I don't have a pet.
No pet.
That's a first. Come on back. None of you, sit down, stay.
I got...
Okay, so here's the thing I will say about The Starling is that as a film, I do think that this could very well end up being a very just like emotionally manipulative and forceful sort of, dramedy. And, where it's like you have this married couple and the husband's, going through some shit, and basically she is trying to do what she can to overcome it, and and then she forms this like friendship with this guy. Like, we've definitely seen this premise like 1,000 times before, but I think it honestly looks like it's executed pretty well here. And the one thing that definitely has me excited is that this is a much more dramatic work for Melissa McCarthy. Not only that, it's directed by the same person that did St. Vincent, which is one of her best performances by far. So that also has me very excited for this film. That definitely heightens my interest a bit more, knowing that he is the one behind this, knowing that, she is doing more dramatic work. I've always said I think Melissa McCarthy is a fantastic actress when you give her the right material, and I think her performance is really going to shine through here. And I mean, the cast is really great. Besides her, you got Chris O'Dowd, Kevin Kline, Timothy Olyphant, Daveed Diggs, Skylar Gazondo, just Loretta Devine, just a really strong cast overall. So yeah, I think this has a lot of potential behind it. I hope this turns out to be a really good film, one of the better Netflix movies to come out this month. But we'll see. I think this has a lot of potential, and we'll see how it really does turn out.
This looks all right. I don't know. Just it didn't do much for me. I definitely like it when Melissa McCarthy is in roles like this, because she can showcase how much of a good actress she really is, honestly. And so that gets me excited. It's also from the director of St. Vincent, which I do really like a lot. So maybe it could be really good, but I don't know. Just the trailer didn't do too much for me. So, but who knows? Maybe I'll check it out. Who knows?
This one actually looks pretty good. Like, the cast is actually pretty stacked. I mean, yeah, like Kevin said, the storyline seems like emotionally manipulative, but it does seem like it could be a good movie, and maybe a little heart-wrenching at times too, but it does look pretty good. I mean, like, I have pretty high hopes for it, but not like super high as like others, but it looks good so far and decent, and I'm excited to see that one.
All right, so if you guys are looking forward to The Starling, it does come out on September 24th, and we're done, right? There's no more to talk about. Oh, wait, no, there actually is one more that we do have to discuss here. It's a movie coming out on September 30th, and not only that, FilmFan is just so excited to get to talk about this movie and introduce it, and just talk about how much of a fan he is of this franchise that he's definitely seen before. What is that film, FilmFan?
That movie is After We Fell, or Fall, whatever it's called. I don't give a shit.
You've been gushing about Seattle since the day I first met you. If he loves you, he could follow you. I was hoping that we would move to London after graduation.
And how was I supposed to know that? Only in those rare moments when he pulls me to his chest and makes promises he never seems able to keep does the pain disappear.
I see a glimpse of what you're capable of. Your fire within is boiling.
You can come back.
Relationships are complicated.
Oh my God, Kevin, stop playing the track. Oh, okay, all right. I'm starting to get genuinely angry. Anyways, look, I haven't seen any of the other movies in this franchise because like I could give less of a fucking shit about this franchise, and the only reason I'm talking about this is because I'm on this movie preview. Anyways, yeah, this looks terrible. Just like how the other two have looked. Fucking dreadful. So I really don't know why this is a thing and why there's 2 more coming after this. I don't get it. Yeah. You didn't know there's 2 more movies after this. Yeah, there's 2 more after this. There's gonna be 5 goddamn movies in this franchise.
Why?
But anyways, fuck you, Kevin. That's all I got to say.
I just, what more is there to say, honestly, when it comes to how much I fucking hate this franchise? I mean, once again, like, we just have the most overly dramatic, the most cheesy possible story here where, oh, Tessa is, succeeding in life and Hardin isn't happy about that. He doesn't like the fact that she's pursuing this career, but for some reason we're still supposed to want these two together, even though this guy is is this like emotionally abusive piece of shit. For some reason we're still supposed to want these two together. I don't understand why the film pushes for that. Well, actually I do. It's because it's written by like a fucking 14-year-old girl. It was always written by a 14-year-old girl, so that's probably why. But yeah, so that's always really bothered me. And then once again, we're fucking recasting all the actors again. I just don't understand why we continue to do these movies if half the cast doesn't want to be here anymore. Fucking Shane Paul McGee dipped out. We got some other guy now. Remember Caroline Forbes being in the last one? Yeah, she's gone now. We got some other actress replacing her. Stephen Moyer now plays some character. Dylan Sprouts is nowhere to be found. Kiana Madeira's in this from Fear Street, so that's cool. Maybe she'll elevate it a bit, but like, other than that, I mean, Jesus Christ, I gotta echo what FilmFan was saying. I have no idea why they continue to still make these movies. People hate them. No, I don't know anyone that unironically enjoys these films. I don't know anyone that is clamoring for another film in the After franchise. And I especially don't know why the fuck this one is going to theaters. Why is this going to theaters, but the other one didn't? The first one did terrible in theaters. Why is this one? I just don't understand it. I don't understand anything when it comes to this franchise. Easily my least anticipated, not just of the month, but of the rest of the year so far. I can't wait also for that big revelation at the end of the second film to just not be talked about here, because that's exactly what happened with the first movie. Nothing that happens in this franchise matters. We've known that. So why the fuck do we even make these anymore? I don't even know. I don't know why these are still going. I don't know why there's another one after this. I don't know what else they can do with this story. I don't even know anymore. I'm excited to rant about this one, I guess, when it comes out, but that's really all I gotta say. Aly, go ahead. I've exhausted everything I can say when it comes to this franchise.
I just watched the first one like a few months back, and it was terrible. It was even worse than 50 Shades, and I don't even know why there's like way more of this franchise. Yeah. It's just so cheesy. The acting is so bad. It's like one of the worst franchises I've ever seen. Really, all I gotta say is why is it a thing? Why is it going to theater? It doesn't really deserve it. Yeah, it's even like worse than Cinderella, because Cinderella actually has some potential.
Yeah, definitely. Also, you want to know something I just found out? They're not just making 2 more of these, they're making 3 more of these. They recently announced not only is there going to be a sequel, they're going to be doing a prequel movie as well. So, yeah, we got 3 more of these on the way.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Kevin. Who wants this shit? Like, I have heard nobody talk about these movies. That's the crazy thing about this. I've heard nobody talk about these goddamn movies. So, who is clamoring? I don't get it.
It's basically written.
You know what the prequel is going to be called? You know what the prequel is going to be called? It's really
Before,
funny.
Right? That's what it's going to be called. Before,
yeah,
right?
that's literally the title. It's literally called Before.
I think I'm pretty sure After is actually based on a fan fiction, which
it is.
Says
It
a,
is. The whole
it
thing
basically
is
it says
on
it says a
One
lot.
Direction fan fiction. Yeah.
Yeah, it says a lot.
Yeah, I mean, nothing makes sense, so that's probably why it's that way. But that does not excuse how terrible it really is. But yeah, if for some reason you're looking forward to After We Fell, I'm sure there's an audience out there somewhere, because for some reason they keep making these goddamn movies. It comes out on September 30th. Look forward to it, I guess. And yeah, but other than that, that's it. Those are all the movies coming out in...
As you can see, Kevin has just died.
I am going to give both of my guests a chance to do their little outros and things like that. I know Film Fan especially, this is your favorite part always. So so go ahead.
Anyways, yes, I'm FilmFan0599. You can find me on the Twitters, the YouTubes, the TikToks. You can find me on all of that good jazz, and you can find me on my Letterboxd, WWEFan0599. Pull it up, there you go. And Kevin.
Yeah, just like how you know, just like how they keep making these stupid fucking After movies, and they want me to suffer, and they just like, there's no end in sight. For some reason, FilmFan has no way to change his username, because Letterboxd also wants him to suffer, and I'll never understand why that is the case. But unfortunately, that's the luck of the draw. But anyway, I'm gonna give my other guest a chance to speak as well. So
I'm AlyCatXO on Twitter and Letterboxd. Ally Jacqueline on Instagram and Facebook. If you want my Snapchat, just hit me up. I'm always just like posting about like music, shows, movies, all that kind of stuff, and I'm always down to talk or make friends. And thank you for having me on this. It was fun.
Yes. And you can always catch us on our podcast, A Conversation with Kelly.
Wait. Put it back to that. That was like some Power Ranger shit. This is like some Power Ranger shit. Look at this.
No, I don't like it. It's too close. I don't like it. I like it when it's like, I like it like that. I do not. This looks like a bad
It's like we're part of the Ninja Storm, the Power Rangers Ninja Storm.
Yeah. Anyway, like I said, you can always catch us on our podcast, A Conversation with Kelly. We talk about mostly reality TV on there, but there's other stuff that we've talked about from time to time if you guys want to check that out. Org music videos, that's a thing we're doing. We're almost to the end of that. So I guess if you want to watch a whole podcast, just us, talking about stupid music videos. Some of them are good. Go ahead. But other than that, guys, that's it for this movie preview. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, comment down below. Let me know what movies you guys are most looking forward to within September. That's it for this video. We'll see you guys in my next video, and we'll see you guys for that. Okay, bye.